Our mission is to provide careers for persons in our 5-county region, but it's not just about getting a job. It's keeping the job and growing a career for themselves and their family. And one of the biggest challenges that we have experienced among many is that what happens when I can't afford to fix my car, or I go for an interview and all of a sudden my lights go out. So we have to make sure that we have a systems network available that not only combines with our employment and training activities, but also enables the family to sustain itself in the pursuit of a career as well as to sustain one. So our objective is to not just see what we can do as an organization, but how we can work in partnership with others, such as LISC, which crosses all the borders, crosses all the lines, or the Kansas City Area Transit Authority. It takes people to and from work, or the Child Care Agency. And increasingly, all of those things have to work in concert in order for us to get the type of manpower and woman power that we need to staff the organization and employers in our region.
We became part of the Full Employment Council's CDA apprenticeship program last spring. The opportunity came about because we had several teacher positions open, and being a Head Start program, we do work with our teachers on getting their child development credential, which is the CDA. It's a process that takes about a year for teachers to go through, and we were losing some of our teachers during that process because they were having problems even with their own childcare, with transportation, different things coming up in their own life. And when we found out about the opportunity for this apprenticeship program through Full Employment Council, it was providing to the associates some benefits where they had some incentives within the first couple of weeks of being part of the program, and then within 30 days and 90 days, and different weekly incentives of getting a check for $250 that would help them with some of those urgent needs that came up. And then they got support services that would help with a one-time bill or gas, those kinds of things that they would work with a case manager with Full Employment Council. And then they also received a laptop. It's made a difference in them. The majority of those teachers are still with us.
So last year we served 18,000 people. Those persons come to us, people who've lost their jobs, draw unemployment, look for jobs through us. We had about 7,000 exited the program, about 4,005 of them secured employment. Average wage was about $22.50 per hour. But the key thing is about 80% of them stayed on the job at least 4 quarters. And so our measure is not who gets a job, but who keeps the job, who grows within that organization. Those things such as housing, transportation, childcare are very critical for that retention that they need for their family and that employers need for their workforce.
I need employment. I need to find a job as soon as possible. I gotta go to work.